Hi guys, this is Divyansh and today in this video I'm going to share my thoughts and experience about this Asus ROG Phone 2. And guys, as you can see, I'm using this phone for about a week now, and guys, I must say this is one of the best smartphones that I've used at the price point of about 38,000 guys. And guys, you're getting a beast for the price guys. The phone has ridiculous specs and comes at a very affordable price, and it is particularly a gaming centric phone guys. So if you guys are more inclined towards PUBG and any other heavy games, this is the phone you can get. There is no phone that can give gaming experience better than this phone. So guys, today I'm going to share my experience. This is not a proper review guys. I'm going to share my experience regarding this Asus ROG Phone 2 after 7 days of usage. So guys, let me tell you what are the things that I like about this phone and what are the things that I did not like. Guys, I am not able to test the complete device till now. This is just a thoughts kind of a video, so I might lose some points over here, so just cooperate with me. The first thing that I liked with this device is the way how it looks. You can see guys, it has RGB lighting, it has minimalistic pattern, and it looks really premium, and it looks the best I think in terms of looks department. The phone looks pretty good, and look wise also it looks very cool in your hand. And also guys, the build quality is also one of the best in this phone around this price point. You have the metallic chases around here, and you get a glass back. This is Gorilla Glass 5 guys, and the front is Gorilla Glass 6. It is one of the best build guys. It's very durable, it feels rock solid in the hand, and it is very good for the price that you get. I generally don't praise products this much, but the build that I found is comparable to the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus guys. I've also used that, and this feels rock solid. Also guys, the thing that I liked about this phone is the speakers on this. It has a dual front firing speaker. The upper earpiece is a speaker, and it is a bottom front firing speaker guys in this chin. And the speaker experience is really loud guys. It is one of the best speakers that you can get. It even fails iPhone, I feel, because my brother has iPhone 11, and I just tested side by side with the iPhone 11, and I think the speaker on this is better than iPhone 11 in terms of loudness. In terms of depth, I feel I cannot comment because I'm not that kind of a judgeable person regarding the depth, but in terms of loudness, it is more louder than the iPhone 11. Also in terms of display guys, it is a 1080p display. It's a OLED display basically guys, and the display is also good, but I have a con regarding it. I'll share it in my cons section. I don't have much of a cons with this device, but the display is also very good, and this is not an ordinary display guys. The ordinary displays are comes with 60 hertz display, but this can go up to 120 hertz display, and guys, it's butter smooth in operation. It works flawlessly guys. I haven't seen any stutteriness or lagginess in this phone. This phone has been performing great, and my experience after changing this after using this phone about smartphones has just changed guys. I used to praise 60 hertz screens, but this is one of the best screens that you can get with that in terms of the refresh rate. I'm saying, not in terms of screen quality. The Samsung screens are better screens, but guys, I don't have any problem with the screen quality, and the 120 hertz display works absolutely gorgeously in this phone. And guys, I love that display. Also guys, coming to the unlocking method, since it has OLED screen, we have the in-display fingerprint scanner, and it also works very well. Also guys, the fingerprint scanner location is quite good. Your thumb exactly rests on the fingerprint scanner, so I don't have an issue with the same. Also guys, regarding the camera, this has dual camera setup in the back. I know the camera and it has a 48 megapixel main sensor and a 5 megapixel sensor. I'm not going to share the images guys, because I am planning to make a camera review of this smartphone. So guys, stay tuned with me. I'll be making the camera review, but the camera performance is pretty good for the price guys. It's not comparable to the OnePlus 70 or any other smartphone, but the camera performance is pretty good. Regarding the 48 megapixel camera, does a very good job, but in low lighting I feel there is a lot of noise in the camera. And the wide angle camera, you have to be pretty careful with the wide angle camera. You have to hold it firmly, otherwise guys it might be a hit or a miss. Also guys, it does not have optical image stabilization in the camera, so that's also a gripe that I have. Let's talk about the cons in the cons section. Also guys, what I like about this phone is the you get different this is a particularly a gaming centered phone guys, so you get air triggers over here. These are virtual buttons and you can customize it in the Armor Crate app. There is a separate app where you can control this RGB lighting and all, and you can it's sort of off right now, and you can fully customize what kind of settings that you want for this air triggers and all. And guys, it works very well. I didn't play PUBG with this device, but I gave my brother to play PUBG, and he said generally people used to like iPhones for playing PUBG, but my brother is inclined towards this phone for playing PUBG. So guys, if you are a gamer, then you must buy it. This is a very good phone. And guys, regarding battery life also, it has a 6000 milliampere battery, and the battery life is insane guys. If I use this to charge this device, if I take it off the charger from morning 7 a.m. and all, it will easily last you for the complete day without any problem. Even a heavy user like me was unable to deplete the battery life of this phone or so easily. You're going to get that 1.5 days of battery life with this phone. And also due to that huge battery guys, it works very well. The battery life is among the best in a flagship smartphone. And guys, regarding the price that you're getting, this is one of the best battery life phones. If you're particularly more towards gaming, you should buy it. The thing which I liked was the front facing camera. The front facing camera was a 24 megapixel front facing camera, and the 24 megapixel front facing camera does a good job in terms of photography. I didn't expect to do it much better, but generally Asus phone don't do better in front cameras with all the reviews that I've seen. I'm not tested, this is my first Asus phone guys. I've not tested any Asus phone, so I can't comment, but looking at other reviewers, they all say that the front facing camera is not up to the mark, but this camera is quite good guys, and it is satisfactory for me, and obviously it will be satisfactory to you. So guys, these are the things that I love with this Asus ROG Phone 2. Now let's come to the cons guys. The first thing is in this era of bezel-less display, this has some chin up and bottom towards the bottom, so that's the thing I don't like. In the generation of full view display, we are experiencing some chin, so that bugs me and feels that I'm left out with more modern tech. Also guys, the phone is quite heavy and big. As you can see, it is a 6.59 inch screen, and it weighs above 200 grams, so the phone is quite heavy, and it is very slippery from your hands guys if you're using it without the case. And this is the supplied case that you're getting with the Asus ROG Phone 2. It's a very unique case guys, and it looks very cool. Let me just implement it and show you. It looks really cool guys, like this. As you can see, this is how the phone looks, and the Asus ROG Phone 2 looks good, but it does make it quite heavy guys, and the back is glass, so if you drop it, it will definitely crack. No matter, glass is a glass, so if it will fall down from a certain height, regardless of the case, it will break, because the case does not cover the entire back portion of the smartphone. Also guys, one con that I have noticed is that regarding charging speeds also, this phone is not that good, because it has a huge battery of 6000 milliamperes, and guys, you just get a 18-watt fast charger. It is a fast charger guys, but it takes a hell lot of a time to charge this device. If you are in a hurry and you need to charge your smartphone, then you will be disappointed guys, because due to that huge battery and pretty slow charging, it takes about 2 hours or 2.5 hours to charge it completely. So that's the thing that I don't like. Also guys, the weight is another factor. The smartphones are some devices that we use frequently, so guys, the weight is also a very considerable factor. The weight is also quite heavy. Regarding the headphone jack also, guys, the output was good. This was in pro section. I just forgot. Regarding the headphone jack, the output from the headphone jack is quite good. I tested it. I didn't tested it with a lot of earphones, but I have a 3.5 headphone jack earphone, and I tested it mostly with the wireless earphones, and it works really fine. Also, guys, what I've noticed, a peculiar con with this smartphone, guys, if you're using this smartphone in a dark mode, your system in your settings, you will be having the dark mode, and at lowest brightness I noticed the screen to be slightly brownish instead of blackish. But if you increase the brightness, it looks brownish. I yesterday tweeted about it to the Asus, and they asked me for the firmware. I sent all the details to them, but they haven't come up to me with any kind of solution or what. So I think this is I don't think so it is a bug, but I think it might be due to the theme of the smartphone. But guys, that was a peculiar con that I noticed. The smartphone screen turns slightly brownish, guys, and it used to bug me, guys, because I'm a kind of person who used to use smartphones at night quite a bit, and guys, I had the problem with this smartphone because of that unrealistic screen, what I was saying. So guys, these are the cons that I have with this smartphone. But and as you can see, guys, the cons are not that great. The cons are what? Charging, heaviness, and glass back, and that was a peculiar con regarding the screen quality. Also, guys, I forgot to mention that this has a 240 hertz touch sampling rate, so the touch is incredibly sensitive. As you can see, I just touch it very lightly, but then also it responded quite good. So guys, this was also pro. Sorry, I am mixing it up, guys. I'm not dividing it between the pros and cons, but I was sharing my experience. Overall, guys, I think it is a better value than OnePlus 7T. The only gripe that I have with the OnePlus 7T was the battery life, guys. The battery life on the OnePlus 7T is not that good. I could easily beat the battery life in just half a day. Can you imagine that? And I could not beat the battery life of this Asus ROG Phone 2, guys. So that's the only thing. Thing where I feel Asus has gone better. And also regarding the UI, guys, the UI is very close to stock Android, and it's very smooth, guys. It's very smooth. Also, a thing I would like to share is, guys, the software in which it is running is on Android 10. That's fine, but the security patch is of February. So guys, I tweeted about it. Why is this? And this is the month of May, and I tweeted to the Asus team, why is it this device getting regular OTA updates? And they also didn't tell me anything. And guys, they just asked me to download a bootloader and flash the ROM, and then download a new ROM, and then you can use the latest security patch. So guys, this is also a thing that I don't like. If you need software updates frequently in your smartphone, if you want to be up to date, then you cannot go with this phone, guys. I don't know when this phone will get update. That's the major gripe that I have, because software updates are important for your smartphone, guys, especially the security patches. This is in the security patch of February. I don't know when it will get the security patch or not. Also, the Asus team didn't tell me anything. So guys, this is the major gripe that I also has this with this Asus ROG Phone 2. Regarding that, guys, if you can overcome all these cons, this is one of the best smartphones that you can get. You're getting a decent camera. What a user needs? A decent camera, a decent battery life. It has the best battery life, guys. Also, great display, great gaming experience, great call quality. The call quality is also good. I don't have any problems regarding the call quality. Great speakers. And this smartphones, regardless of that cons, has everything that you need. So this is one of the best smartphones that you can buy right now, guys, and I'm really happy with the Asus ROG Phone 2. but due to the screen issue and the software updates issue, I will not be using this as my primary driver. If those were rectified, I would definitely use the Asus ROG Phone 2 as my primary driver. As you can see guys, in Jagdalpur no one has this phone, I think so. This is one of the most unique phone that you can buy right now. So guys, I would have loved to use that, but due to that cons, I would not use that. Regarding camera also, I don't have any issue. So guys, this was my experience regarding the Asus ROG Phone 2. I hope you liked the video, and if you like the video guys, do hit the like button and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And guys, it's a good idea to follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is given in the description box in the YouTube comment section. And guys, I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, stay home, stay safe, and guys, use masks and hand gloves when you're going out from the home. Take care, bye.